Welcome to the Sports Box, April 26, 2016. Just came off Game 5 of the Raptors versus Indiana Pacers, and what a game it was. It went down to the final nail, and the Raptors actually pulled it off. I thought Solomon Hill was going to get that three, which he did, but I guess he was a millisecond late. They could have tied it, but if it's still in his hands, it's still in his hands. So I received an email. What are my opinion and thoughts on Game 6 at Indiana? Who will win that game? I believe that basically, I think it's going to go down to Game 7. I really think that. The reason why I think that is because I don't believe the Raptors will actually pull off an upset in Indiana and win on the road. But then again, they are pretty good on the road. So only time will tell. What can you say about Paul George? Paul George put up big numbers today, but in the end, DeMar DeRozan put up pretty good numbers as well. And also Kyle Lowry, the actual quarterback, if you may. So basically, even though Valanciunas had an okay game with 11 points, Kyle Lowry actually got 5 assists, which is good. It was not too bad. But DeRozan, I had this guy pegged off as just done. But he actually got 34 points, and he led the Raptors. Once again, Paul George, 12 for 12 on free throw shooting, 5 for 11 on 3 points, 11 for 19 on field goal attempts, and he's got 39 points. So that's he's a superstar. George Hill, 15. Miles Turner, the rookie, 14 points. So yeah, that's in the end. I honestly believe this is going to go 7 games. I don't think the Raptors will pull off Game 6 in Indiana. The next game is on Friday, so we'll be able to tell. Yeah, if I had my money on it, I would pick the Indiana Pacers. The second game tonight is Boston versus Atlanta. Currently, they're in the second quarter, and Boston is up 24-18. What are my thoughts on that? Series is tied 2 apiece. Who will come out with that victory? And I'm thinking that tonight's game, it's going to be based on not experience, but I honestly think just defense. I think defense is going to make the key effort. Isaiah Thomas, he's running away with this thing. So I honestly believe it's going to be Boston. Game 5 will win the game, and they will go on to Game 6. And Game 6 is in Boston, so I honestly believe that Boston can actually pull off an upset tonight in Atlanta. And the next game in Boston will actually prove them. So, yeah, right now they got a comfortable lead, 27-18. 8:34 left in the second quarter, which is good. Other news, CP3 is out for 4 to 6 months. Broke his hand. In the end, Doc Rivers went on record when Steph Curry got injured with a right knee sprain. Doc Rivers said, we have to, everybody has to adjust. And because the thing is, in 2007, they adjusted to Kendrick Perkins going out. Well, Doc Rivers, Kendrick Perkins is not the exact same thing as a Steph Curry, so you can't really compare the two. And, Doc Rivers was talking trash. Him and his sarcastic remarks, which is fine, right? But karma gets everybody in the end. I don't wish bad upon anyone else, but it's all about karma. So not only is CP3 injured, and he's out 4 to 6 weeks, but you also have Blake Griffin, who is out the entire playoffs because he re-aggravated his quad injury. So with that being said, will the Clippers actually make it to the second round? Like, will they actually stand a chance against Portland? And if they do beat Portland, who is going to win in the second round? So if the Clippers go to the second round, they will have to either face Golden State or Houston Rockets. I honestly believe that they will have to face Golden State because everybody is picking Golden State. Houston, they surprised me. They're actually putting up a good fight. Steph Curry went down again, but they got enough pieces to pick up the slack. Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, they're magnificent in the other game. So I have my money on Golden State to still come out with the series victory between that much. I don't know what to think about the Portland series. Portland's tied 2-2 against the Clippers. Now they don't have their superstars in Blake Griffin and CP3 due to injuries, but I received an email last night saying, "What are your thoughts? And who's your predictor?" Because last week I predicted the Clippers, and as of last night, I would have to think Damian Lillard is a force to be reckoned with. So I'm gonna go with the Portland Trailblazers. I really am. I'm changing my pick now because of the injuries. So Portland versus Golden State, and I'm thinking Golden State's gonna win that series in round 2. Forecasting Spurs to beat the Thunder. Thunder is good. I'll give them that much. Russ is a force to be reckoned with. I don't believe he's clutch, though. It got pretty physical between Thunder and Mavs, but it just, you can't beat the Spurs. They're too strategical. Greg Popovich is just a mastermind at putting in guys, switching up matches, and he can do that. He can totally do that. So basically, I am taking Spurs to beat Thunder, a clean sweep. I really don't see Thunder winning any games. If I was Golden State, I would totally rest Curry for the Western Conference Finals. He's out at least 2 weeks, which is good for Golden State. Not taking anything away from Portland. Portland's a good team, but you cannot compare to Golden State. And kudos to Steve Kerr, who got the Coach of the Year. However, Luke Walton did coach most of those games. So Luke Walton should have got the Coach of the Year, but he was just a fill-in for Steve Kerr. I feel bad for the guy, but there's rumors that Luke Walton will be the coach of the LA Lakers. The Lakers are my team, but I can't play favorites. What are my thoughts on the Lakers getting Luke Walton? Because obviously you heard Byron Scott got fired over the weekend, so Luke Walton or Jeff Van Gundy is in the picture. Kevin McHale, not so much, because the rumor is that he's gonna go to Sacramento Kings, which is fine. Good luck trying to coach Boogie Cousins. Boogie Cousins, he's young, bit of a hothead, but in the end he'll get it together. I honestly think Luke Walton will be the coach of the LA Lakers. And they said that they want to have their coach in before the draft. So we will find out if he is the coach of the LA Lakers before the draft, which is fine because I hate waiting. I'm not a very patient person. Let's talk about the East now. The Cavs defeated the Detroit Pistons, clean sweep, which is fine for the Cavs. This is a shock. Miami lost to Charlotte, and so now that series is tied 2-2. That's a shock to me because on paper, Miami had all the veterans, and I honestly thought they were going to pull it off. I thought they were going to do a clean sweep. However, but in the end, you cannot change fate. So basically, I honestly think it's a toss-up. Charlotte's got the young legs, but Miami's got the veteran experience. In the end, the veteran experience always prevails. However, this one didn't. So it's series is tied 2-2. What are my thoughts on this series? My thoughts on this series is ISO Joe. Hopefully he comes back with a vengeance. Dwayne Wade. Hopefully he remains healthy. My thoughts on Chris Bosh whenever he's going to return. I don't know. I can't see him returning anytime soon. I think this is actually going to go 7 games. I really think it's going to go 7 games. My thoughts on who will win, I'd still have to pick Miami Heat. The reason why, you cannot discount Dwayne Wade. I know he's got injuries. I know he's battling through a lot, but you cannot count out Dwayne Wade. Kemba Walker's on a rampage, averaging 20.9 points, 4.4 rebounds. Hassan Whiteside's a beast, averaging 14 points a game, but 11 rebounds, and that's just insane. So the series is tied 2 apiece. That game goes down tomorrow. Trailblazers tomorrow versus the Clippers. I'm picking Trailblazers. And Rockets and Warriors. James Harden, 29 average. Draymond Green, 14 average. But yeah, I am picking Golden State for that one. Who else? Draymond Green is actually gonna pull off quite a bit of points, I believe. But in the end, he shows emotions, he shows passion. So yeah, no, I think Golden State will actually close the series pretty quick here. But other than that, I'm going to continue watching this Boston game, and we'll update you as soon as we can. And thanks for watching listening for the Sports Box. Have a good day.